another Heroes of Might and Magic 5 a duel mode series video. We are in the final round, round 4 here in this series, so be sure to go all the way back, make sure you're all the way caught up and that you haven't missed anything. Obviously, please do not forget to like and subscribe. You guys have been absolutely killing all of the likes and subs on this series, as well as watch time. This watch time on this series, which is gonna end up being 90 something episodes, has been fucking insane. You guys have killed it with all the likes, subs, and watch time, so I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here, whether you are new or returning. And also, if you want to be here live, go down in the description and follow me on Twitch. Could have watched me do all this live, or some of it anyway. 90% of it I do stream, some of it I just do if I have a tiny little bit of time but don't have enough time to get a good stream in. But we will be also playing and streaming and making YouTube videos of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, the new Heroes game coming out. By the time you guys are seeing this, hopefully it is already out and released. But we will see, so we will be doing that. We already do have some Olden Era videos out on the channel anyway, in the meantime, so go check those out and be ready. And maybe I'll see you on the battlefield. You know, I'm going to be playing, obviously, the campaign a little bit. I'm not a huge campaign guy, but I will be playing both multiplayers. So they have the normal multiplayer that everybody's used to, you know, that we've seen for years and years, and then they added single hero game mode of multiplayer. So it's the same normal multiplayer that we are used to, but you only have and can get one hero, and that's it. So if that hero dies, you lose, period. So I'm actually very excited to play that. I'm ready for it. That's definitely more my vibe. I've definitely never been a big fan of using, like, you know, 6, 7, 8 heroes at a time, doing caravan and all that crap. No, I'm like maximum, absolute maximum, like one time only have I gotten maybe 4 heroes. And that's more dependent on how many, you know, the map and how many actual towns and castles I have. But usually it's like, obviously 1, but 2, sometimes 3, but that's about as far as it goes for me. But it's actually looking like Lethos might, I don't know, it's going to be close. It's pretty tight here, I'm not going to lie. So Lethos overall, again, if you're new, don't have any spoilers, so go back and, you know, watch and catch up. But Lethos is technically right now, win-loss ratio, from what I'm looking at, is the best dungeon hero. So we'll see if he can prove that he is the best dungeon hero versus his faction teammates. Obviously, this is the last round of the series, and we've been doing the inter-faction fights for round 4 to end the series, which I have had a great time doing. I think, honestly, like I've said, pretty much in all of round 4, and you guys are probably, for those of you returning, tired of me hearing it, but it is probably some of the best fights we've seen in the series. Are these round 4 fights of the inter-faction fights. It definitely changes it up, and we see some different things. And some of the fights are way closer than they sometimes are against other factions for sure as well. So but yeah, man, it's gonna be bittersweet to end this series. Obviously, I've had a great time. This series has also grown my channel in a bunch of different ways. So I really appreciate all of the support on it. But it's also coming to 90 something videos in the end. So I am ready to get it over with, even though Heroes of Might and Magic 5 is definitely my favorite Heroes game of all time, but probably one of, if not the favorite favorite game of mine of all time as well. So We'll definitely still come back. I do have some other Heroes of Might and Magic 5 content already out, whether it's tier lists and other things like that. Currently actually doing a custom game with some friends as well, so that's been fun. So you will see that on the channel as well, if not already have seen it, depending on where I put all these uploads. But it will also be very nice to have a brand new Heroes game to play, new factions, new creatures, all of that, as well as, new game modes. Obviously, they will also have this game mode as well. They're actually bringing back duel mode, but it will not be called duel mode. It will be called um, arena mode. So it's literally the same as this, except it's just um, there's no presets. So every single thing you know about these fights is random. You have a random 3 heroes, you have random 3 levels to choose from per level, random 3 spells, random 3 artifacts, random 3 creatures, so you can definitely build some crazy, crazy fucking comps it's gonna look like, have like a dungeon hero with fucking light magic and, you know, um, might artifacts, and then fucking, every single other creature that isn't dungeon on their team, throw in some Haven and Hive, which is Inferno in the new game, and shit like that on their team, and you'll basically almost never be able to recreate each fight, which I think is super cool. I think it's, while the presets in this is nice and everything, I think it will be better to have it all be random. It will keep it fresh, especially once they keep adding stuff. Later on, so long as the game does well, obviously adding new factions and everything will further keep that game mode fresh, let alone just the game itself, obviously. But it does look like Lethos actually pulled this win out right here. Boom. Lethos starting off round 4 with a W. We'll see if he can beat Centaur to go undefeated in round 4, which is not hard. Obviously, these videos are much shorter. They are only 2 fights instead of 7. But honestly, the AI in this game is very difficult to watch because Centaur is just absolutely devastating. If you've actually seen him fight well in this series, you know that he could damn near beat anybody. If the AI decides to actually use magic, let alone the right spells. I think it was early on in the series when um, we saw him instant first. I'm pretty sure it was damn near first turn in starting of a fight. Imploded 12 Trents. First turn, Trents are whole stack of 12 gone. Like, the dude can win if they would just actually cast correctly, which unfortunately they do not, as we've seen from the series, let alone his win-loss ratio as well. So, but what can you do? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Lethos definitely has this one in the bag as well. It's looking rather good for him, that's for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Centaur. Why did it look? Don't get me wrong. Deflect Missile is good. Okay? It is a good spell, for sure. But there's just so many better things that you can cast. Because I know for a fact 90% of the heroes that we see constantly casting Deflect Missile, that they put it on all their fucking creatures. Like, they don't take the next turn they get until all their creatures have Deflect Missile, they'll just keep doing that. I don't understand. Because again, while it's definitely not a bad um, spell, there's no way that they don't have something more useful in their arsenal to use spell-wise, or even just, simply attacking, a tier 7 creature, a tier 6 creature, than putting Deflect Missile on your Minotaur when there's nobody shooting him, and, the dude is going to lose melee fights against dragons and hydras. Like, I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know how that dragon didn't kill one, but obviously it did enough damage to let those guys get down to 2 and 2. Okay, how many? Should kill all of them. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. If he would have taken his, what, 2 turns that he already did, minimum both of those scout stacks would have been dead, like that one is. But instead, he loses, and Lethos goes 2 and 0 here in round 4. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We will see you guys in the next one. We only have 2 more videos of people left, and then the follow-up video. Don't forget about that. We will be doing a follow-up video going over everybody's win-loss ratio put together per hero, as well as per faction from all 3 heroes, wins and losses combined. So we'll see you guys in the next one. We gotta add these up. 11 plus 5 is 16.